want to say, hey guys, it's Klaus. Welcome back to another video. Have you ever driven a tank? I have. That's me in the Sherman right there. Hoo-ha! Roll out, boys! Got a great video ready for you guys today. We might even learn something. Look at that. Huh? That's the same tank Brad Pitt drove in the movie. I'm serious. I am now sitting on the same seat that Brad Pitt sat in. My ass is on the same spot that his ass was years ago. Isn't the universe strange? I love Brad Pitt. No homo. Shaggy 996 from the Thugs Clan. Shout out to you guys! Is driving his T100 LT. And this is going to be a serious video, guys. Little fun in the intro, because I love to have fun. But he is going to show us, as the title of the video suggests, how to spot and play a light tank effectively. Okay, this is textbook. This is amazing gameplay, and I will try and critique it for you and do some commentary. Now, we've already missed a couple of important things that he has probably assessed during the countdown. And they are, number one, it's a full tier 10 game. Number two, he's in a light tank. Number three, there are no wheeled vehicles in the game. And that means he can move up towards the center to try and get some early spots without worrying about being counter detected before he even gets there by those tanks that can go 100 kilometers an hour. That's really important to just assess who is in the game at the beginning. And it looks like all the light tanks in the game have done that. There's an enemy T100 LT and a WZ that have also moved towards the middle. He moved towards the middle with his counterpart in the German tier 10 light tank, who is now running away because it's the worst tier 10 light tank. And no wheeled vehicles, which is very important because it completely changes how you play if you're in a tier 10 light tank. Now, the other thing is he is on a map that is a fantastic map for spotting. And he's in a Russian tank, so he can snap those shots like that. There is that. And remember, in the game now, you can you can turn off Himmelsdorf, Ensk, and Ruinberg if you're going to play a session in your light tanks. And maybe he's done that, and he's got a higher chance of getting it on a map that is suitable for a light tank. So he's assessed all that in the beginning, and so he's trying now to spot for his team. He realizes what his role is. And the other thing about the layout of his team, look, there's 3 Death Stars. Looks like there's some players that spent a shit ton of credits to buy those, the Death Stars that were removed from the game. Remember, they nerfed the shit barn. So now the Death Star that was removed is better, but then they put it for sale, so now everyone's bought into the story. That's not what this video is about. But he's got a lot of big guns on his team. That's the point I'm trying to make. And he has decided that it's his job to spot for them. All right, so let's watch. While I was just talking like that, and he's taken out the enemy light tank who actively stood still and got taken. How do you drive a tier 10 light tank and get taken out like that? Did he not have 6th sense? He didn't know he was spotted? Doesn't matter. That's not how you do it. Okay, you don't die. Now let's watch the bat chat there. This is how you do not spot. Oh, he's exploded. Did you notice that? The bat chat 12T on his team. That is how you do not spot for your team. Now, he probably thought, look, I've got all these guys. Look at his team all clustered there on the one line, camping. And he thought, well, my light tank's not going up this. I'll go up. And he drove up the one line, and it's completely the worst possible thing you can do on this particular map. And on any map is drive straight towards the enemy guns, because eventually you'll get detected because they're sitting in bushes camping and you're driving towards them, and you're going to drive into the open, and when they see you, they're all going to shoot you. So that's not how you do it. Now, Shaggy 996 is going to show us how to spot that one line in a minute here, but he's just at the beginning of the game trying not to throw his HP away, just making little runs, cresting the center and pulling back, staying on the move so he's hard to hit. See, he's getting spotted when he goes over these ridge lines, which tells him there are people camping, probably at A1, B1, C1 in those bushes. So he does not want to approach them and just throw his HP away. He's going to try and spot some people here. He knows that there was a WZ there. There's some people on the hill. Everyone's camping in the usual spots, right? On the one line, at the base of their side of the hill. The heavy tanks, the E100 and the Mouse, have moved to the middle to die because this is a terrible map for them. They should have turned this one off and turned on Himmelsdorf and Ruhenberg. Okay, now he's moved into this position so that he can spot these guys, and hopefully his E100, his Mouse, and his artillery will punish those guys. This center position here is fantastic for spotting these guys, the guys he's spotting right now, that are on their side of the hill. You see the mini-map? That's where everyone goes on this map, right? And then it looks like he's getting some spotting assist there. Oh, the E100 was invisible, but is now visible. And it's all about the bushes here. He's in a bush, and those guys are going to appear and disappear depending whether they drive in the open or whether they drive behind bushes like this. Look, now they're behind bushes. So within a few seconds, they should disappear. Are they going to disappear? Is he going to disappear? Yes, they disappeared. But now when they drive into the open, there they appear again. So if his team would just freaking shoot them, he is up to, he's only done 2,000 spotting assist. It's 2-2. Now, the E100 and the Mouse, there's so much information to relay to you guys. He is spotting these guys. Now, if the E100 and the Mouse would just move a little bit to the west, they could poke up and shoot these guys, but they're right in the middle, so when they poke up, they're going to get spotted. And the E100 died, not before he rage TK'd his own light tank. Did you notice that while I was talking? The E100 on his team, so pissed off that he's driving a heavy tank on this map, TK's his own light tank. It's typical. Why didn't you turn this map off? You can turn them off now. That's another thing maybe a lot of you guys don't know. Do you guys know that? If you're going to play a session in light tanks, turn off the city maps. If you're going to play a session in heavy tanks, turn off Kampanovka and Malinovka and Praka or whatever Ovka. All the Ovkas, turn those off if you're playing heavy tanks. And all the Ruhenbergs, Ensks, Himmeldorfses, turn those off if you're playing light tanks. It's a simple strategy. And now he's in this spot here. He's not really effectively spotting. Now he's... Oh, and the Mouse and the E100 behind him are dead because the enemy WZ is doing a great job actively spotting them. And now he's sitting here by himself. So what does he do? He's still got all his HP and he realizes, okay, I'm not helping my team here. Let's go help the one line where the rest of my team is camping. Let's do a little loop here. And now they're pinging him. Yeah, of course they're pinging him because they don't have shots. No one's detected. And he's going to... Yeah, he spotted some enemies there. He spotted the Object 430, the TVP, spotted some guys. And now hopefully his guys on the hill can take some shots there because those guys in the middle are spotted. Yeah, he's got some good damage, almost 1,000 damage assists just on that little run. But he has noticed correctly that the guys on the hill, his team on the hill, they've taken those shots. They aren't in cover. They've moved into the open now and they've taken those shots. And they're all detected. And they're going to get wasted on that hill now. They should have taken the shots from cover from their side, not from the top there. They're probably all going to die. Now watch this. He's going to show us how to spot this one line. Remember the bat chat that just drove straight towards the enemies? That's not how you do it. This is how you do it. You stay on the ridge line here, and as soon as you detect someone, you bail into the low ground. And you can keep going. They can't shoot you. Look at that. Now he spotted all those guys, and now go for cover. Go for cover. Get over this ridge, and he's in low ground. He can't get shot. You don't drive straight at them. You drive along the ridge line and bail as soon as you spot them. And now he can get the hell out of there. Maybe he can poke this little ridge line one more time. He's got to get out. He might lose some HP here. Let's see, because he's been detected. Does he lose some HP? He's got to get out of there. He's tried to take a blind shot. Oh, he bounced the shot and he took one up the ass. But he traded just one hit, and he's up over 7,000 spotting assists. How much spotting assist did he make on that one little run? That's how you spot the one line on this map. That's how you spot actively on a lot of maps, is you don't head straight to the enemy pre-aimed guns. You use whatever topography you can to get your, to have an escape route for yourself. Okay, so you usually approach along any ridge line that's available, and you're just ready to bail as soon as you get detected. That's what he did. Now he's up over 7,000 spotting assist. And now, interestingly enough, he has a long telephone pole sticking out of his ass. And there was a little bit distracting. I do tend to get distracted when I do these, but I mean, there was a telephone pole sticking out of his ass. Okay, so he spotted the object 430U. He spotted the grille. He's just doing runs here. And is his team going to shoot? Well, okay, they're not shooting. I'm not sure why they're not shooting. Now look at the hill. Remember his guys pushed up on that hill, and then they took those shots, and they were all detected when they did that, and they got countered by the enemy camping players that were in the bushes. That hill is very difficult to play. Do not push into pre-aim guns. You just wait for your people in the center to spot, and then you shoot. When you can assess that a lot of those guns have been eliminated, then you can move up. But they didn't, and now his team is in a precarious situation of being surrounded. And so what does he do now? Does he run away? No, he's going to keep spotting, but he's going to try and do it smartly here by using the topography. He's just going to poke over these ridge lines and keep people spotted. Look at that. He's racking up the damage assist, and just pull up here and hopefully spot someone and get back in the low ground. And you might think he's just driving around aimlessly, but he's not. He knows there's an object 140 in front of him. He knows there's enemies to the southeast. He's just not driving recklessly. He's going to poke this ridge line and be ready to escape. You see that? And he did not. Yeah, he did get detected. So that object 430 is probably right up there. I don't think the E-100 spotted him. I think there's that object 430U is in there, and he did not detect him. So he does not commit too far there. He's spotting the E-100, just poking the ridge lines. This is not aimless driving. This is like just keeping people lit is what he's doing. And oh, there's a bat chat. There's someone in the cap. There are a lot of enemies everywhere, and he's just poking to try and keep them lit. His team is shooting. He's basically using, he knows where his teammates are, he knows where the enemies are, and he's just doing the best he can to provide targets for them. And he's up over 10,000 spotting assist. And remember how spotting assist works. He gets that spotting assist damage if his teammates shoot enemies that otherwise would not be lit. So if he wasn't doing this, then his teammates wouldn't have had any of this damage. They might have been lit themselves and just evaporated, and this could have been a blowout for the enemy team. But he is providing intelligence for his team. Just racking it up here. He's over 11,000 now. They're pinging the map, trying to tell him where to go, but he knows what he's doing. That object, he tried to light him, but he's disappeared. There's a bat chat behind him. His teammates are pinging the object. Yeah, they want him to go everywhere. He can't go everywhere. He's trying to spot and not get hit. That object 430U is right there. He can't light him. Is there a bush there? I know that he's there. Everyone knows he's there. He's probably going to get shot by him. That's the only time he's going to be able to detect him. Okay, he's trying to decide who do I light first? And he has to light the guys that his teammates can shoot. So he's going to go for the object 430U. And now they're pinging the bat chat. They're pinging him. Everyone's pinging. Just be ready. Just be ready to shoot whoever he lights. And he's in a precarious situation here. He's going to poke the bush to try and spot the... Okay, he spotted the bat chat. Bail. And no one's in a position to shoot the bat chat because he's using the topography. There's the object 430U. He's taken a hit. That object 430U, invisible, as he was trying to spot him, because that's a Russian medium tank. That's a topic for another video. Oh, there's the E-100. They took out the E-100. They got a shot on the object 430U. They're starting to shoot the targets he's lighting. Can he get the bat chat? Where did the bat chat go? Oh, they've taken out the bat chat, and now he can try and light this object 430U from another angle. And maybe his teammates can shoot him. They're running out of time. He's up over 12,000. Where is that object 430? Has he relocated, or is he just invisible? Oh, he spotted an AMX. He's just doing a fantastic job here, guys. This is called unselfish spotting and helping your team. And one of the reasons I'm showing this is because you do not get a lot of examples of this. And I'm sorry to say, I've just got to say it, that a lot of the Unicom content that you'll see out there, you won't witness this because this is not enough damage. This will not get your WN8 up, playing it like this. What has he got? About 900 damage so far? According to the WN8 formula, which is very important for the Unicoms, this would be a very terrible result. You'll get a really low WN8 with this type of result. You would get a much higher WN8 if you camped behind your TDs and let them spot the enemies as they moved in for the easy win, and you farm 2,000 or 3,000 damage. You'd get a much higher WN8. But that's not what he's chosen to do. He's chosen to play his tank the best he can, trying to help his team. Now you could argue that he should make a run deep into enemy territory now and try and take out that artillery and light everyone. But he's just, I don't know if he's aware that they're running out of time. But he keeps lighting them. He keeps lighting them. And are they going to shoot? Yeah, they're still getting shots. And this is an example. Oh, he lost 3 HP because artillery's been nerfed. He's going to make a run here now. You've only got 25 seconds left. Can he actually spot some more guys and get some damage himself? Come in here. He's going to light. Yeah, he's taken a hit from the STRV, which remains undetected. He's taken out this guy, and now there's only 13 seconds left, and I think he's realized, okay, we can't win. He doesn't want to die to the STRV, and he goes for cover. Oh, he spotted an object. Are they going to get more shots on the object? He tries one on the move. Does anyone get the object? Shoot the object! And it ends a draw. Let's look at the numbers here because they're incredible. He gets Ace Tanker and Patrol Duty Medal. On top with XP, he only did 1,320 damage himself, so WN8 stat patters would be upset with this result. But I've added up the damage that his team did in total. In total, his team did 22,210 damage. How much spotting assist did he do? He did 14,894 spotting assist. Almost 70% of the damage his team did was because he spotted the enemy. You know what that means? If he did not do that detecting, his teammates would not have had any of that. It would have probably been a 15-2 loss. He took out his enemy counterpart light tank, the enemy T100LT. How did it end up as a draw? One reason is his teammate in the E100 TK'd the other scout tank they had, so he wasn't available in mid to late game. And you could argue that near the end there, maybe he should have made some deeper runs and got behind enemy lines once he knew there were only 4 or 5 enemies. But, that's Heinz. Backseat driving is always easy. I wanted to show you that game to give you an example of just fantastic scouting and how to play a light tank and play your tank to its strengths and try and help your team. I didn't say your team would win if you play it perfectly. You can't count on your team. You have no idea what the other 14 guys are going to do. But he played it perfectly. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And shout out to you, buddy, for playing that game and playing a light tank and trying to spot for your teammates rather than just sitting behind them and trying to farm damage to stat pad your WN8. It's refreshing to see, and I liked it.